Yo, what's up, guys? So this is a bit of a different video today. It's a little bit serious, and it's regarding a potential threat to custom skinning, like the videos I've done in the past on custom skins. And I managed to get an interview with a member of the custom skinning community who's like a very prominent member to talk about it, to raise some awareness about it. So yeah, enjoy the video. It's something I care about, so I'd really appreciate if you just sit and have a listen. And yeah. Here it is. Alright guys, so today we are joined by a pretty prominent member of the League of Legends custom skinning community. Now Julian, you want to say hi?
How?
And we're also joined by one of our friends. You may love him, you may hate him. Profresco.
Hi guys.
Hey guys. So today we're looking at a couple of different viewpoints of custom skinning, and there is a bit of a threat potentially to that community. We're going to talk about it today, and what better way to get some real insight into both, not only the technical side behind it, where Julian's coming from, where he knows all the kind of background, but also from an entertainer's perspective, and then kind of knock-on effect that the community will have for on YouTube as well, from myself and from Hayden as well here. So first of all, Julian, can you please explain to me what is your community?
Well, like the custom community is like a huge group of people who has like access to a lot of League of Legends files through a program which we have, which is called Roxy. What the skinning community mainly does is that we change those files to our liking, like if possible, and then put it into the game so people can use it for entertainment and just for like like pleasure of just looking at the beauty of custom
Yeah.
skins.
I'll put some custom skins on screen that Julian's been part of, or some of his previous teams have been part of as well. They've been in some of our videos, some of my videos, and some of Hayden's as well. They are beautiful, and like actually, I've said in numerous videos as well, they are like riot quality. Some of them are like just breathtaking. Like, how many man hours do you think it takes to make like one of these skins? Like,
Well, for example, like people hate when I like refer things to this, but Asimov Rek'Sai is like it's basically just a chroma, but what I did was I changed every particle, I changed every texture, I even changed the client images, and like I also the splash art. It took me
mhm,
around 58 hours to draw everything.
mhm,
When it comes to skins, for example, Pikachu Cannon, um, which Hayden he has made a video about. It took quite amount of time due to bugs with the model, animations, particle changes, etc., etc. So that was around 4 weeks of progress. And a custom map skin, for example, Frozen Rift took Exister 2 months to make, like non-stop work.
yeah.
And we at the token are working at a map skin, which is like basically we've been working on it for 10 months right now. So if you just want to make a basic custom skin that has decent quality, it might take a like month progress if you know nothing about it. Just
Mhm.
like a little bit of asking around in the community, and some will help you, some will not, of course.
So I guess we know how long it takes to make a skin, and you've kind of gone into a little bit about how they're created, going into the files and stuff. So, what are the changes that Riot are making that will affect that community?
Okay, so what Riot is going to do in a few months is they're gonna change what is called the WAV files. The WAV files is where we input our changes into the like in the league game. It's like the program Roxy installs the custom skins into the WAV files so it's usable.
Okay.
What Riot has done is that they changed those files into something called RAT, like version 2 RAT files. In the header of the programming, there's a key which you have to bypass to change the files. That's one of the dilemmas which we have is like to bypass that. Even though like we have bypassed it, there's still the other thing is that we have to change the lol.exe file, like the game itself, which the Riot servers can detect. And since they can detect that, they will ban people from using custom skins.
Okay, so basically just to stop any third-party modification to the client, then, like to the game.
Hacking and scripting will still be possible because of it's being in a different part. This change will actually just only affect custom skins. Like as far as I know.
So you're saying that after these changes are made, if people use custom skins, they run the risk of actually being banned because the client detects third-party modification.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bigger thing than just affecting like the content creators. Like that's bad for a few of us. But for me, as someone who like grew up playing World of Warcraft, where in World of Warcraft you can like mod your game and you can make the entire interface like completely different. So to make this understandable for people who play League, you know how in League we have the minimap in the bottom right hand corner, we've got the HUD down the bottom with your abilities and stuff. Imagine if you could move that HUD into the middle of the screen, make it a different color, make it different shapes and sizes, and move everything all over the screen. That's the kind of level that World of Warcraft mods are on. You've got add-ons that even help you out. Now, I understand in League of Legends you don't want stuff that can help you out because it's a competitive game. But
Mhm.
custom skins for me, I always enjoyed it so much because it was the only thing that you could like mod to an extent in League of Legends, you know? Like seeing this Pikachu skin, which you would never get because obviously copyright reasons and stuff, Riot can't do them themselves, but like turning a blind eye to the custom skin community, being able to do something just so far out of what you would imagine, I always loved. And just that like personality that you can give to the game through like custom modding. For me, that's like the best part by far, and that's something that affects like everyone. And it would be awesome if League had, you know, the option to do some modding stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you were saying kind of earlier before we started all this that it seems like Riot kind of want this whole kind of this is how it looks. This is the only way we want it to look because we want it to be like memorable. And we want it to be like a kind of image that sticks to people's minds. But I can't agree with you there. Like, I love the whole like. I mean, when I played WoW, my HUD was a monstrosity. It was awful, but it worked for me, and that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
what mattered.
100%.
And it was being able to customize it to how the player like personally wants that. So like if they want the mini map taking up 90% of the screen, why would we not give them the ability to do that, even if they can't see the gameplay? But their
Well, the
map
thing is,
awareness
in
would be,
League, they don't want to do that, bro, because it's the whole thing of not being competitive. Which, while on one side I just love the custom skins, I think it's so cool. I think there's so many possibilities. I have to be a realist and understand why Riot doesn't want it. It's all about competitive integrity. Like in WoW, you've got 90% of players play like PVE. It's adventuring and stuff. Very small minority of the community is like focused on player versus player. But in League, that's all it is. It's about being the best. It's about competitive integrity. It's about being balanced, even. So, like, can you really expect anything else from the HUD standpoint? From a custom skin standpoint, what does it affect? You're the only one who sees your custom skin, so how much does it really affect, you know?
yeah. I mean, a thing I thought about as well was that I don't know if these exist, but like potentially custom skins that have like particles that make things easier to see exactly where the hitbox is, or is that? I mean, is that a thing
Oh.
that exists?
Like someone made like minion health bar point where you could see as an ADC when to last hit. That goes against the wide terms of use. Like I've read through like the terms of use like 11 times already. So that was immediately banned from the website.
Yeah, which makes sense.
That
Yeah.
yeah. So what do you think then? You're part of the community. Do you think that Riot are maybe clamping down on it because of something like this, or do you think it's maybe something a bit bigger, like they don't like the idea of competition, or the fact that you can essentially swap out skins that you'd have to pay for onto your default skin, and obviously you're the only person that sees it, but it's kind of for your own enjoyment anyway. What do you think the reason? You personally, what do you think the reason for them clamping down on this is?
Like there are a lot of reasons. Like for example, the one you said that we have something called skin porting for content creators where we port already wide made skins to base. Um, like earlier on, we had it like we just gave those skins for free. So it's like we're giving paid skins for free. We changed those rules, so we just changed the skins and then we give them out. So it's still kind of paid skins, but modified paid skins. like this is like really optimistic, but what I hope is that the custom skin creators and Riot will have an agreement of like what Hayden said earlier when we talked before this interview.
Like
But
people
quickly,
have
what we're
shown.
talking about here is we're not talking about the custom skins that make skins, give them to Riot, then Riot puts them for sale. Because like obviously that's something Riot really isn't into. What I was talking about is making custom skins, then sending them to like one member of Riot who reviews them, says, okay, this custom skin is really good. It has no bugs on it, no viruses, just confirming that it's all right, and then sending it back to the community and being allowed to kind of upload it and let people use it, rather than like sending them skins and being like, okay, Riot, here's my skin. Do you want to then sell it? Because then that's a kind of iffy thing because you got like people working for Riot for free and they don't. I guess it depends what you want. If you want custom skins to move, like right now, custom skins are completely free. By the way, guys, like in case you don't know, custom skins are like 100% free and it's really not a profitable like market or anything. Like you can't sell them. You literally cannot sell them because as soon as you start selling the custom skins, it's a big no-no. And if you think this is Riot clamping down, if you started selling custom skins, it banned in a day. Like if I came out with a
Yeah.
website like, "Hey, pimps, go check out the custom skins, $5 each," done, like done instantly. This is one of the reasons which its custom skin has survived so long, I think, because number one, it's free, and number one, the community is really small on the grand scheme of things. We've got 100 million monthly players, like maybe 10,000, 50,000 use them. So remember, we're talking about like a 1% of the community here.
But at the same time, like those people are incredibly passionate about what they're doing.
Oh yeah, and it'd be a
I mean,
bad shame if it was taken away. They're super
considering,
talented.
yeah, I mean, the Julian was saying that people they've spent 10 months working on a map skin that maybe 10,000 people will use, and it's because that they obviously have a love for creating things, and League of Legends is an inspiration for that, and it would be a shame to like kind of stomp that out ever so slightly.
Yeah, it would be because there's so much creative freedom where you don't normally have that with League. Because like, as we say, there's not much creative freedom. Like we don't even have sandbox yet. This is the one thing which is like equivalent to modding. Maybe if you could only use custom skins when playing custom games, or only use custom skins in like a specific game mode, because obviously you can make a custom skin and you could make some shit that's good for like the thing they said with the 80 carry last hitting. Like there is the possibility to change the particles and make it better for gameplay. So what about if they just have a game mode where you could only use custom skins in custom games, because then no one gets affected by it? Something like that. Like if you want to think about solutions where this can continue.
What would your best case scenario be, Julian, for like the future with custom skins and a relationship with Riot?
Well, like the best case scenario for like me and probably also for the community is like both Fresco, like Hayden has said, and like I've said, is that the custom skin creators and Riot Games make an agreement where we send in custom skins to one of their employees, for example, and we get a green light to put it on our website. Like personally, like I've seen a lot of custom skins which I think shouldn't be a custom skin and shouldn't be like set out, because literally it's just a gag which people make for fun. And right, like you can of course do that, but it shouldn't be on a website that like seriously promotes custom skins.
So I mean, even in a best case scenario, you are not interested in profiting off of these creations in any way, and it stands to be that you're not even able to create those things in the future potentially.
I really don't care if I can, like, for example, oh look, I just made Battlecasts Diana. Look at this beautiful skin. I want to sell it for about amount of money. No, like the reason to why mostly I do custom skins is to either for YouTube, for entertainers in League of Legends, to like have their watermarks in it, like and branding parts in the videos to kind of show like this is my video, and just to get experience, because like in the future I'm planning on maybe working for Riot or just make my own games.
Yeah, I mean, I can honestly say that there's some talent within your community that is easily Riot worthy.
Oh.
With the Battlecast stuff that we've seen, Hayden, sure you can agree those are like, oh, beautiful skins.
Yeah, like the 1350 RP, 1820 RP level skins. Like I said, Battlecast Rengar did video on it, got 1 million views, which was just amazing. But it had particle changing effects on every single ability. Looked like a Battlecast skin. Like I mean, people were 100% like, yo, where do I buy this skin? Like it was on the same level, and it's such a shame that they can make a fucking skin for like Riot. Like this is a Riot level skin, and we all know like Riot how much money Riot makes off of skins. So it's a shame that they're so talented, can make skins that professionals can make, but unfortunately can't make a single cent off it, can barely even promote it for the risk of like constantly like being on the edge. It's just a shame. Like with how much talent they have, with how much they can do, it's just a shame.
Like the thing you're talking about talents, like especially with Battlecast Venga, like the one who actually made Battlecast Venga was Krauser, and also like the one who was making Saber, like the Newoxy program, which I also talked about. Like some plans which we have, like it's also made by Krauser, and Krauser is only 14 years old.
Jesus.
Like he has a huge future in creating programs in modding. Like he has revolutionized the custom skinning community, like programming wise, 100 times for the past half year.
Jesus.
Yeah. So like we're really passionate. Like I use all my free time on custom skins.
I mean, I think we were talking about this before we even had the interview.
Yeah.
That you were saying you made your content for YouTube entertainers and stuff for people to see, and it's like a kind of double-edged sword where the reason that Riot maybe have like been like, okay, we maybe need to take care of this is because of
It's
YouTube
because of
content
that.
creators making videos on it, and people would being like, this is cool, I want to try it out. So like you kind of want your stuff to be seen, but at the same time, if it gets seen, it might get stamped down, which is what's happened. Right. So let's wrap this up and just say, what is the solution that you think we could take to at least allow custom skinning to continue?
Well, like the solution would be that Riot won't do this change, since like it really won't change anything in the game files if they did this change or not, and that they will talk to some of the leaders in the skinning community and figure something out.
Okay.
Like it would take a lot of resources from Riot, but I think it would definitely will be healthy kind of for the community to have a huge creative aspect which they can focus on.
A writer may end up watching this video, so your message to them is just to try and contact some of the leaders of the skinning communities and have a discussion.
Yeah, like folks, for example, like contact me because like already have a lot of like the business kind of talk for the skinning community. Like I'm the only one actually speaking out to the community regarding custom skins.
Okay. Have you got a Twitter or something that we can have?
Yeah.
All right, I'll have that in the description, and I'll have that probably on the screen as well.
Maybe my email as well.
Yeah. Let's try and start a discussion about this because I really like the community. Everybody's been very friendly to me regarding it, and you emailed me yourself asking if I was like needing any help with stuff, which you didn't have to do. You've helped out Hayden, and it's really not harming anybody. I don't know why it's been clamped down on, but there's a lot of talented people. Even you're saying 14-year-old kid created a skin that is better than some adults who do it professionally. Like that is just I genuinely don't know what to think. I don't know what to say about that. It's mind blowing. But it shows you like the kind of untapped talent that's out there. So guys, I guess we'll wrap it up here. Hopefully we've kept it about as short and sweet as we can. It's such a big topic. You don't think it would be, but there's a lot of shit to talk about. If you guys have enjoyed our videos, me and Hayden's videos, or Keshri's videos on custom skins, and you want more, this is important. And I mean, even that's just at the base level. That's just our subscribers. It's not just like the people it affects, like that make them, or like stuff like that as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for joining me, guys, as well on the call, and having a conversation about it. And we'll see if we can start a discussion. But yeah, thanks.